I am so thrilled you're hanging out with us today because we are looking at the ultimate playbook for your life. We're breaking down this source material from The Architecture of Manifestation, Principles of the Secret. If you start treating your mind the way a professional athlete treats their body, you quickly realize it is absolutely the ultimate tool for shaping your reality. So think of me as your optimistic coach today. We're not just going to sit around and talk about passive theories. We're building a real, actionable game plan to get your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs fully aligned to manifest the exact life you actually want.
Right out of the gate, here is the core truth we're working with. Your mind is a powerful tool, and what you focus on expands in your life. This is one of the absolute biggest takeaways from our source material. And look, I want to clear the air really quick. Manifestation isn't just wishful thinking. You can't just, sit on the couch, close your eyes, wish for $1 million, and expect it to magically drop to the ceiling. No way. It is a daily, actionable discipline. It requires intense clarity, unwavering belief, and consistent emotional alignment with your goals.
All right, so here is today's game plan. We're covering 1. The power of your mind. 2. The manifestation formula. 3. Visualization and aligning your energy. 4. Daily habits for success. 5. A gratitude journaling guide. And finally, 6. Transforming your reality.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the power of your mind, which is really the ultimate rule of the game. Before you can win, you got to understand the foundational rules of the field you're playing on, right? And the big one here is the law of attraction. The source explicitly teaches that absolutely everything you experience is influenced by your thoughts and your emotions. It literally works like a magnet. Positive thoughts emit positive energy and they attract positive outcomes. On the flip side, and this is crucial, negative thoughts, like focusing on fear, doubt, or lack, act as magnets for challenges or setbacks. Your mind is basically a broadcasting station, and the frequency you transmit is exactly what you get back in your lived reality.
Moving right along to Section 2, the manifestation formula. These are the core mechanics of success.
Now, what's really interesting about this 3-step formula is that it's simple, but it is incredibly rigorous. Step 1 is ask, and this requires absolute clarity in your desires. You can't be vague, you have to know exactly what you're aiming for. Step 2 is believe, and actually, scratch that. It isn't just believing, it's unwavering faith. This is honestly the hardest part for most people, maintaining that high-frequency belief even when the scoreboard hasn't changed yet. And step 3 is receive. This means cultivating a true, genuine openness to attaining those desires. It's about emotionally aligning yourself so that when the opportunity finally comes, you are ready to catch it.
Which brings us to Section 3, visualization, aligning your energy, and stepping onto the field.
So how do we actually execute that belief into openness? It's all through visualization. You have to imagine your goals as already achieved. When you take the time to vividly see, feel, and experience the outcome in your mind before it physically happens, you're doing 2 very important things. First, you're dramatically strengthening that unwavering belief we just talked about. And second, it intrinsically motivates you to take action toward your dreams. Thinking and acting as if you already have what you want, man, that is the secret engine that accelerates the entire manifestation process.
There's a brilliant contrast in mindset that happens when you start doing this. It's all about where you choose to direct your focus. If you focus on problems, well, you're just staring at obstacles. You're generating negative emotional energy, which, as we learn, just attracts more setbacks. But successful people, the ones who truly master this architecture, deliberately shift their focus to possibilities. They concentrate entirely on opportunities. When you visualize success, you are literally training your brain to naturally scan your environment for the exact opportunities that will make that success a reality.
Let's look at Section 4, daily habits for success. Think of these as your daily conditioning drills. Theories are great, but games are won in practice. The source outlines 3 powerful daily habits that you've got to practice consistently. First, daily affirmations. By repeating positive statements about your goals, you reinforce your belief and keep your mind laser-focused on success. Second is journaling. Writing down your intentions every day helps maintain that high-frequency mindset that's so incredibly conducive to manifestation. And third, practicing that conscious mindset shift we just discussed. Catching yourself when you focus on a problem and immediately pivoting to the possibilities. As your coach today, I just want to remind you that it is these small, daily reps that compound over time to create massive life transformations. Next up is Section 5, our gratitude journaling guide and how to track your progress. If journaling is going to be a key habit, how do we actually structure it? Well, first, let's clearly define gratitude according to the principles of The Secret. Gratitude is an energy amplifier, period. Practicing daily gratitude aggressively shifts your focus to abundance rather than lack. When you genuinely feel thankful for what you already have, you instantly amplify your positive energy. And by the law of attraction, that attracts more of what you desire right into your life. It is absolutely the ultimate frequency booster.
So here is exactly how you structure this daily habit. Think of it as your tracking ledger. You're going to want to set up your journal with 3 specific columns. Column 1, daily intentions. This is where you practice the ask step. Write down clear, specific goals for the day. Column 2, expressed gratitude. This primes your receive state. Write down what you are deeply thankful for right now to amplify that positive energy. And column 3, compounding results. This is where you track your reality shift by literally writing down evidence of positive outcomes and new opportunities that popped up. By doing this every single day, you're forcing your brain to acknowledge that the process is working, and that just compounds your belief and accelerates your success.
And finally, Section 6, Transforming Your Reality. Let's bring it all together for the post-game huddle.
We've gone over the rules, the formula, the visualization drills, and the exact daily gratitude system. But what is the ultimate prize here? The source material is super clear about the tangible benefits of applying these principles consistently. By internalizing these lessons and turning them into practical, everyday tools, you cultivate a mindset that attracts real, measurable success. This consistent practice of aligning your thoughts and your actions with your desired outcomes can actively improve your physical well-being. It can unlock true financial abundance, and it will deeply enrich your personal relationships. You are literally taking the invisible architecture of your mind and building a highly visible, incredibly rewarding reality.
Which brings us to the final buzzer of today's explainer. The simple truth is, your mind is always working. The law of attraction doesn't have an off switch. Your thoughts are shaping your reality right at this very second, whether you're doing it intentionally or not. But now you have the playbook, you have the conditioning drills, and you have the tracking system. The ball is entirely in your court. So I have to ask you, what are you going to choose to manifest today? Thank you so much for joining me. Now get out there, run the plays, and make it happen.
Welcome to the